For the first time, former First Lady Michelle Obama is addressing those rumors that she and her husband are headed for divorce.
Oh yeah, we back with another episode of The Twisted Tea, where we come to bring you the news with a twist. And just in case you missed it, well, we didn't. Barack Obama and Michelle Obama, reports have been saying they've been living separate lives for months. Oh yeah, and quietly working through a divorce proceedings. They would like they split to be on the hush-hush and very amicable. That's right. You don't believe me? Well, just look at the paperwork.
People think I'm being catty by saying this. It's like there were 10 years when I couldn't stand my husband.
Because what it's saying is the former president and the first lady have, well, went and split over $70 million in fortunes. Tension began inside of their marriage in post-2024 election when Joe Biden had dropped out of the presidency in the race in July. Sources say the relationship between the Obamas started getting messy, who had always perceived that united front because Michelle wasn't running for office. The Obamas' legal teams have reportedly settled for and reached an agreement. Michelle is to remain the owner of their production company, Higher Grounds Production, along with the couple's Martha's Vineyards estate and their Chicago house. Barack reportedly gets to keep that Washington, D.C. mansion that he's been playing around at for quite some time. The stock portfolio, it's about $22.5 million. Well, right now. He'll also get a slice of the Hollywood profits, but she'll remain in total control over the company, even though I know I hear his voice on a lot of that stuff. I'm just saying. Barack has apparently been spending more time in the nation's capital working behind the scenes to help out that Democratic Party.
After the inauguration, and we know whose inauguration we were at, that day was so emotional on so many different reasons. We were leaving the home we had been in for 8 years. To sit on that stage and watch the opposite of what we represented on display. There was no diversity. There was no color on that stage. There was no reflection of the broader sense of America. And many people took pictures of me and they like, you weren't in a good mood. No, I was not.
According to insiders, Barack went and supported Camilla over Joe Biden during the 2020 election. Something Michelle allegedly refused. He raged at her, telling her that she was handing Trump and the Republicans the election. One insider said, adding, Michelle was just simply pissed off with politics and wanted to get out. She was tired of the life.
This year, people were, they couldn't even fathom that I was making a choice for myself, that they had to assume that my husband and I are divorcing. This couldn't be a grown woman just making a set of decisions for herself, right? Right. But that's what society does to us.
This is where they say that the tension started to build in their relationship. Due to reports, right? We seen Barack Obama was appearing in public places recently, all over the place, pretty much by himself. On Inauguration Day, he was by himself. The funeral of Jimmy Carter, he was by himself. So, speculation ran rampant. And then reports were saying that they had seen him without his wedding ring. Oh yeah. It isn't much of a surprise now that they split in the assets and they want this to be private. Look, if they want it to be private, that's their business. Okay? I'm just saying. We gonna bring it to you. Okay? My business is to make sure you get the news. They gonna bring it to you in a few months down the road. Despite these rumors, Barack has continued to share affectionate posts, including a tribute to Michelle's birthday in January. Insiders suggest all of it is a part of a strategy in order to keep up with that public appearance. Keep us feeling like this is what's supposed to be happening. They're taking the pictures, stringing it all along. Listen, let's be honest with each other here, people. All right? The presidency is also like a little bit of a Hollywood show, They got to keep up with their public appearances, so.
Now, the family hasn't came out to say that the divorce is taking place, but the lawyers have came out to tell us that $70 million in assets were split. We can read between the lines. Assets don't get split for fun. They normally get split when there's a little turmoil inside of the relationship. The kids also haven't came out to say anything as they are getting older, and well, they've been in the limelight, so they know. Keep it quiet. With that being said, feel free to leave your comments below. I'm pretty sure that they have way more than $70 million. That's just all that's being talked about in Split. All right? Go ahead, enjoy the day. Thank you for tuning into an episode of The Twisted Tea, where we come to bring you the news with a twist.
Introduce yourself again for me, sir.
I'm Barack Obama. I'm the U.S. Senate candidate from the state of Illinois.
We went to Andrews Air Force Base, said goodbye to the military, got on Air Force One, and when those doors shut, I cried for 30 minutes straight. Uncontrollable sobbing, because that's how much we were holding it together for 8 years.